What's going on, everybody? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about Joe Rogan because of a guest that he has on, and it is lighting up the internet. But before we talk about the details of that, if you remember about a month ago, there were many reports about a lot of woke Spotify employees, SJW employees, that were very unhappy with Joe Rogan's content and some people that he has on, and they were demanding to have control over his content. I didn't follow that story that closely. I don't watch Joe Rogan on a consistent basis. I respect Joe Rogan. Sometimes he says a thing or two I will cover here or there, but generally speaking, Joe Rogan doesn't really have a lot of takes as much as he's good at having other people on his show, and he's good at getting other people to have takes, and that's the best thing about Joe Rogan, in my opinion. I know he is very popular, and a lot of people like him. That's totally cool. I respect Joe Rogan a lot, just not someone that I follow on a consistent basis. But we did hear about these woke Spotify employees, and there was a lot of questions surrounding Joe Rogan, if he bent the knee, if he's going to conform to their ideology and their ways or whatever. And essentially today it seems like he's told them in an indirect way, or maybe a direct way, to go F themselves, which is exactly what you should always tell a woke person or a social justice warrior. You should always tell them to go fuck themselves, because they are pathetic. They don't deserve any respect whatsoever. Anybody that's obsessed with identity politics and calls you an Ist or an ism over an opinion does not deserve respect. They deserve to be disrespected to their face. You tell them to their face to go fuck themselves, and you can hope that it makes them cry right in front of you. You should record it and then put it on the internet so that everyone can laugh at them. That is how you treat woke people. Well, Joe Rogan has decided he's going to bring Alex Jones on 1 week before the election, and it is pretty entertaining to see some of these clips. Now, I'm not going to show any of the clips. Rogan claimed my last video where I played about a minute clip of Kanye West talking about Star Wars. They claimed it, so I'm not even going to play that clip. But this is some pretty entertaining stuff right here, and you can see right here, Joe Rogan questions Alex Jones' assertion before immediately admitting it's true. And there was another one where, but is it AT&T? Joe Rogan shocked that Alex Jones is right about corporate lobbying. This is my favorite part of the podcast so far, the look on Joe Rogan's face. And that was the look on his face right there. Whenever he called out, he actually questioned Alex Jones about the comments he was making about AT&T, and he's like, oh, we need to fact check this, and then suddenly Alex Jones is like, okay, well, look it up, this, and they looked it up, and it was 100% on point. Alex Jones knows what he's talking about. He absolutely does. I have never really paid a lot of attention to Alex Jones in previous years. I just viewed him as a very entertaining personality and someone that memes were made of and everything like that. But if you actually listen to what he says, and the more time passes, the more you start to realize that through all of the entertainment value that he offers, there's actually some incredible context to what Alex Jones is talking about, if you're willing to pay attention and if you're willing to not listen to certain narratives out there. Alex Jones is fascinating, and he's very entertaining. He's one of the most entertaining people on the planet, and there's a lot that you can get out of this. I'm looking forward to watching this entire episode in its entirety. I'm assuming it's going to be uploaded to YouTube. I don't know that for sure, but this is some good stuff right here. But the best part of it is that woke Spotify employees are going to cry. They are going to whine, and some of the things that Alex Jones is actually saying, I think it's going to really work them up. I mean, they're already going to be worked up just on face value, because anyone that disagrees with them makes them cry in a corner. They're probably sitting in their corner of their house right now with the mask on, even though nobody's in the house with them, just because that's the type of people we're dealing with here. People that drive around in their car with no one else in it and wearing a mask all day long. That's the type of people that were offended at Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan actually does have conversations with people from different perspectives and has different opinions, and that's the scariest thing in the world to a woke person. You can't talk to people that disagree with you. That is just toxic, and they are literally killing people when you have a conversation with someone that disagrees. You are literally doing that. That's their mindset. These people are nuts. They're crazy, and again, the best thing you can do is to tell them to go fuck themselves, record them when they cry, and put it on the internet so we can all enjoy it. If we didn't have this moment right here,
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States. President Obama is the ex-president. And Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps away for the inaugural address. What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald. Tap on the shoulder. You adjust the microphone as you talk, man.
What would we do? What would we do without that moment right there? That is one of the most legendary and iconic moments of all time, and it perfectly represents the media. It perfectly represents social justice warriors. It perfectly represents Hollywood. It perfectly represents all of these nonsensical TDS lunatics. That is something that we should have never, ever missed out on, and luckily we did not. So, yeah, that's it. I'm so happy. I can't wait to see how these Spotify employees respond to this, but it's really good content, and I think the timing couldn't be better. So I hope you guys check it out when it's available. Have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.